The greatest strength isn't found in the loudest roar, but in the quiet that commands respect. In a world obsessed with revenge, a retaliation, and proving worth every second, silence can be mistaken for surrender. We're taught to fight back when disrespected, to speak out when ignored, and to strike when attacked. But what if true power lies not in resistance, but in restraint? This is the paradox of mastery. You gain ultimate control not by clashing with your enemy's energy, but by mastering your own. Enter Machiavelli, the controversial strategist of power, who grasped what many still fail to see. He believed that controlling your image, emotions, and reactions is far more potent than brute force. In The Prince, he wrote, "It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both." But this fear isn't born of violence, it's forged in control of perception, timing, and silence. Today, we'll uncover 6 rules of silence to wield absolute power. These aren't flashy tactics or mind games. They're about calculated growth, hidden strength, and the subtle art of becoming untouchable. Begin this journey with eyes wide open, looking not just outward but inward. True power isn't about dominating others. It's about ensuring no one dominates you. Write this affirmation in the comments: silence is my strongest move. Before we dive in, like, comment, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't skip a single part. Each segment builds the foundation for your coming power. Rule 1. Stop explaining yourself. Benjamin Disraeli said, "Never complain. Never explain." The most potent form of power is letting go of the need to be understood. Most men are addicted to justifying themselves, constantly explaining decisions, defending actions, or seeking approval. Yet every time you over-explain, you surrender a piece of your power. You're saying, "Your opinion matters more than my peace." True strength begins when you stop giving that away. Think of a man who says no without reason or defies expectations without apology. There's something magnetic about him. He's mysterious, even intimidating. That power lies in simplicity, clarity, and the refusal to justify. Machiavelli knew this well. He urged rulers to act decisively while concealing their true intentions. When others can't predict your motives, they can't control or manipulate you. That unpredictability is your edge. In real life, you might be quietly growing, shedding bad habits, or stepping away from toxic people. Perhaps your success hasn't yet bloomed, and others doubt you. Don't answer them. Let time speak for you. Every explanation you give is a crack in the fortress you're building. Trust me, that fortress is holding something massive. People fear what they can't decipher. They may dismiss what they understand. But if you're a silent storm moving with purpose, you become untouchable. Here's a truth rarely shared. The strongest men walk away from arguments they could win to protect their peace. They know reacting is just a distraction. If someone demands to know why you act as you do, they're likely not aligned with your path. This silence isn't weakness, it's a weapon. You don't owe them explanations. You owe yourself results. Rule 2. Let their ego dig its own grave. Napoleon Bonaparte said, "Never interrupt an enemy making a mistake." Power isn't always about charging forward. Sometimes, it's the strategic silence of watching others overplay their hand while you hold your ground. Ego blinds like a veil. The most dangerous man in any room thinks he's untouchable. When someone disrespects, underestimates, or provokes you, don't bite. Let them believe you're nothing. Let them lower their guard. Then rise. Machiavelli valued appearances not for deceit, but for strategy. Seem weaker than you are. Act less aware. And opportunities unfold. You gain insight while your opponent exposes their flaws. True power is resisting the urge to prove yourself by trying to prove your worth. You play their game, and if it's a game of ego, they've had more practice. Let them talk. Underestimate you. Mistake your silence for ignorance. While they perform, you're quietly building something unstoppable. This plays out in every arena: career, relationships, social status. Someone thinks they've outmaneuvered you, flaunting their position, mocking your silence. But with patience and strategy, they'll unravel themselves. The louder they are, the clearer their weaknesses become. Have you ever seen someone so smug they act recklessly, thinking you're no threat? It happens often. In those moments, you choose match their noise or master yourself. Choose mastery. You don't win by moving every piece at once. You win by letting them think you're losing before striking with precision. Let their ego build the stage. You just wait for the curtain to fall. Rule 3. Success is your only response. The Joker in The Dark Knight said, "If you're good at something, never do it for free." Now, let's talk about the ultimate silent power move rising so high. You need no words. There's poetry in being so focused on your growth that you tune out the noise around you. People gossip, you keep building. They doubt your worth, you keep building. They stir drama, you keep building. That's the formula. Machiavelli knew perception is everything. He warned leaders not to waste time defending their honor, but to focus on achievements that silence critics. Don't talk about power, build it. The most misunderstood men are those in transformation. You're not who you were, but not yet who you'll become. So what happens? People judge. They doubt. They belittle you. In that fragile space, most crumble, but not you. Your mission is to build in the shadows. Don't announce every step. Don't post every plan. Don't respond. Let your growth shame their doubts. Let your evolution shatter their assumptions. As you truly rise, you'll notice you grow quieter, not from fear, but from focus. Silence isn't empty, it's alive with movement. True change is quieter than false bravado. You may feel invisible now. That's fine. It's part of the plan. A caterpillar doesn't boast before becoming a butterfly. It withdraws. It transforms. And when it emerges, no explanation is needed. Its wings speak. Be that man. Let others wonder what you're building. Let them guess. Let them fall silent when you enter the room months later. Not because you spoke loudly, but because you've changed. This is how the powerful win through results, through silence, through undeniable evolution. Write this affirmation in the comments. My success is my only answer. Rule 4. Disappear to rise. Marcus Aurelius said, retreat into yourself. In silence, you'll find strength. Sometimes, the most powerful move is to walk away, not in anger or weakness, but in strategy. When conversations grow shallow, energy turns heavy, or expectations sink too low. Withdraw. This isn't isolation, it's incubation. Machiavelli distrusted crowds, warning leaders that the masses are fickle. They praise you today, curse you tomorrow. True leaders govern from a distance, not from arrogance, but to preserve their strength. Distance grants perspective, and perspective breeds power. There's something sacred in stepping back. You stop performing. You stop reacting. You stop fueling the noise. In that silence, you reconnect with your purpose. You recalibrate. You rebuild. Society hates when you vanish. Why? Because when you're not always available, you become unpredictable. An unpredictable man is dangerous because he can't be controlled. People will pressure you, say you've changed, that you're acting different. Good. That's the point. You're not meant to stay trapped in old cycles, stuck in the same drama, gossip, or comfort zones. Your withdrawal is your weapon. Use it. When you step out of sight, you're free from comparison. You hear your inner voice. And when you return, if you choose to, you'll be sharper, calmer, more focused than ever. They won't recognize you, nor should they. Let your old self rest in peace. You don't owe anyone access to your transformation. You don't need to broadcast your goals. Disappear quietly, then return like the moon hidden behind clouds, only to shine undeniable and full. Write this in the comments. I disappear to rise higher. Rule 5. Don't react. Observe. Lao Tzu said, "He who controls others may be strong, but he who masters himself is mightier still." Most men can't resist the reflex to react. Someone insults you. You fire back. They doubt you. You prove them wrong. They disrespect you. You defend yourself. But every reaction is a transaction you pay with your power. Machiavelli knew emotions, cloud, reason. A prince who reacts impulsively is easily manipulated. The one who observes, takes note, and waits for the right moment, he's lethal. Consider the most dangerous men in a room. They're not the loudest or most aggressive. They're the quietest. They watch. They learn. They catalog habits and weaknesses. When the time comes, they strike with precision. Don't argue with fools. Study them. Don't counter every attack. Analyze it. Don't answer every provocation. Record it. In relationships, when someone tries to bait you, don't argue. Observe their patterns. In work, when they undermine you, don't lash out. Note their tactics. When publicly humiliated, stay calm. Their outburst reveals more about them than you. This isn't coldness, it's clarity. You're not a puppet, jerked by strings or dancing to their whims. Your strength lies in choosing when, how, or if to respond. While they react to everything, you're building a memory bank, a strategy, a legacy. When you act, it's so precise, they'll call it luck. It's not. It's restraint. Rule 6. Crush them with indifference. Anton Chekhov said, "Being insulted by a fool is a kind of pleasure." There comes a moment in your growth when disrespect no longer stings, not because they stop trying, but because you stop caring. That moment is true dominance. You've heard, kill them with kindness. But kindness still takes energy. It acknowledges their existence. Go further, crush them with indifference. It's the ultimate power, dismissing nonsense without a second thought. Machiavelli taught that a wise leader ignores petty slights and focuses only on what serves his vision. Not every insult deserves your energy. Not every rumor needs defending. The most powerful men know their worth isn't up for debate. Indifference terrifies the insecure. They want you to flinch, to lose control. When you don't, they unravel. Picture it. Someone provokes you, and you just smile, nod, or walk away. What happens? They get louder, more dramatic. Why? Your silence thunders. It says, I'm above your level. That's dominance, not noise, not revenge, but the cold, quiet choice to ignore their bait. Let them talk. Let them provoke. Let them wonder why you're unfazed. While they obsess over your silence, you're building something greater. You've mastered your reactions, your presence, your peace. That control is unassailable, unfeigned, and unpurchasable. It's forged in emotional discipline. Next time someone drags you into pointless conflict, don't argue. Don't justify, move on as if they don't exist. That's how you dominate without stepping into their arena. It's not weakness, it's emotional immortality. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." You've just learned 6 rules of silence for total mastery. But here's what ties it all together: self-mastery. Each point in this video isn't just strategy, it's about you, your silence, your restraint, your growth, your indifference. These aren't signs of retreat. They're the bedrock of Stoic power. Stoicism teaches a truth that echoes Machiavelli's wisdom. If you control yourself, no one else can. Let them underestimate you. Let them gossip. Let them wonder. Your power isn't proven by noise, but by what you choose not to do. You don't react. You don't beg. You don't explain. You don't fight petty battles because you're building an empire within. The Stoics believed the greatest victory is over yourself, not enemies, not rivals, not the world, but the voice inside urging anger, ego, or validation. Conquer that voice, and everything else falls into place. Machiavelli taught us to rule through perception. Stoicism teaches us to rule through principle. Blend these, and you become untouchable. This is your final charge. Don't respond. Don't make noise. Don't react. Master yourself. Act in silence. Let your results roar. This is your moment to rise in a way no one can stop because no one saw it coming. Write this affirmation in the comments. My silence outshines their noise. If this video stirred something in you, made you pause, reflect, and feel stronger in your presence, don't keep it to yourself. Like the video, comment your favorite rule, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe, because this is just the beginning. You're not just learning power, you're becoming it. See you next time. Act quietly. Dominate with presence.